It's all right now. The number pi takes all the glory, while other numbers as important as him are cornered without anyone putting his face on a t-shirt. Today I want to tell you about the number e. Let's see how this goes. What does it have that doesn't have e? Pi has infinite decimal places, you will say, e also. But the infinite decimal places of pi does not follow any pattern. That makes it a mysterious and interesting number. Well, the ones with e don't follow any pattern either. Pi is irrational, e2, pi is transcendent, e2. Pi is written with a letter instead of a number. What are you telling me? Is e very easily defined? No, the truth is that pi is defined that it is glorious to see it. Listen. Pi is the ratio of the length of any circumference to its diameter. That is easy for everyone to understand and that is very good marketing. Will the number e have something to fight with? Let's go check it out. The first thing we should say about e is that it is the basis of the Neperian logarithms, which are a very useful thing in calculus and also serve to give conversation. They make you look smart. I'm a big fan of Neperian logarithms. I have a beautiful collection at home. But how was he found? Who was the first to talk about this issue and why? It turns out that Jacob Bernoulli, who was a mathematician and scientist, was studying the problem of investing money and seeing what was more advantageous for him, whether to charge interest once a year or in more times, and he realized the following. Suppose you have €1 invested and they give you 100% annual interest. Not even the Monopoly Bank gives you that. Well, after a year your money has doubled, that is, you have €2. The formula for this is 1 plus 1. But what if instead of charging the interest once a year, you tell the bank to pay it twice, reducing the interest by half? After 6 months your money has increased by 50%. You already have €1.50, and after another 6 months that €1.50 increases by another half. You're already 1.5 plus 0.75. This is better, isn't it? The formula would be 1 plus 1/2 times 1 plus 1/2. We're going to put ourselves in that the people at the bank don't get it and you tell them that instead of twice we're going to do the same thing, but in 3 times. At 4 months they give you a third. Another 4 months pass and that increases by another third, and the last 4 months of the year pass and that increases by another third. The formula is 1 plus 1/3 for 1 plus 1/3 for 1 plus 1/3, that is, €2.37. And this keeps growing, so you decide to go all out. If we make shorter and shorter terms, dividing that interest, we will get more and more money. Can we have infinite money? Will the people at the bank notice? The general formula, making n parts of the year and dividing the interest into n parts, is 1 plus 1 divided by n raised to n. To find out what happens if n goes to infinity, we have what is called the limit. And bad news. That money doesn't grow to infinity. It grows only up to 2.7182881, exactly, e, very flippant, right? But it turns out that the number e is in many parts of mathematics. 1,000 definitions have been given to it. Look, if you do one match by 0 factorial, plus one match by 1 factorial, plus one match by 2 factorial, plus one match by 3 factorial, up to infinity. The result is e, which is the basis of the exponential function and describes many electrical, electronic, biological, mechanical, chemical phenomena, and the number e is also in nature. It controls the rate of decay of atoms, which among other things, is used to date events using the 14th carbon method, or to determine how long ago someone has died. So when you see the cops on a show say, estimated time since the death, 2 weeks, 7 hours, 1 minute and 8 seconds, remember that the number e is behind. And by the way, that the number e and the number pi are very close friends, but that's another story. Do you know what relationship the number pi has with Don Quixote or the Renaissance painter Durer with the magic squares? Subscribe and you will find out about everything.